Give you a general reading on Mystical Monday, so welcome to my channel. I may use the terms he or she, they or them. Please pay no mind. There is no gender here. It's just purely energy. And readings are fluid. So if this reading found you or you found it, know that there is something here for you. The reason why I call it Mystical Monday is because we use the decks from the Mystic Monday suite. So we'll use the Cosmic Creators deck, Creatures deck, we'll use the Crystal Grid deck, as well as the Mystic Monday Tarot deck. I've already cleansed these cards and our space, so we will begin. And we will open with your current energy using the Cosmic Creatures deck. What does our beautiful souls out here today need to know for themselves? What messages do we have for them? What messages do we have for our viewers? Let's see. Energy for the collective, please. What messages do we have for them today? What messages do we have for them for the week? Okay, here is the messages. What came out was the octopus energy, as well as oyster. What I'm hearing in the oyster right now is you are a gem. Don't you forget it. You are a gem. And with this octopus energy, I feel like there are some of you that are just all over the place. That energy of having to get things done, multitasking. But we will read what this energy is all about. Look at that. Oh, I was right. I love when I'm right. All right, here we go. My beautiful souls, octopus. Its main energy is priorities, multitasking, and disguise. An incredible multitasker, the octopus has 8 arms, 9 brains, and 3 hearts, and is able to juggle an assortment of activities as it moves through life. The octopus gives you the power of managing your time with balance, ease, and confidence. With 8 limbs, the number of abundance, the octopus can open up a portal of prosperity, welcoming you into the infinity spiral of the 8. When you have your hands full, trust that you have enough time to handle it all. And if you don't, ask yourself what needs to be prioritized. Decide what is worthy of your attention, as what you focus on will grow. A master of disguise, the octopus can easily camouflage itself in its environment by changing the color of its skin and contorting its body into different shapes. The octopus can help you go incognito, protecting your ideas until you're ready to reveal them in their glory. I'm trying to think of how to express what I want to say. There's a saying that sometimes you don't need to tell everybody what you're up to. So if you're formulating a new idea for a project, whether it be personal or business, whether you have an upcoming idea for yourself for entrepreneurship. Can I just tell you, this retrograde, every time there's a Mercury retrograde, my tongue feels swollen and I can't speak or find my words. Although I don't want to blame it on that, but all the time. Okay, where was I? Yes. So if you do have some things in your cauldron waiting to cook up, I feel like you're being told not to share them just yet. Not because someone might steal your idea, it's just to prevent all the outside noise from coming in to tell you how to make it work, what would be better, giving you tools. And I feel like this is your thing, right? Let it move organically. Let your ideals just flow through you. You'll figure it out. You know, you can bring someone in that you truly trust, who's like your best friend ever, who knows all the shit that you've been through. And their opinions matter, yes. But having out, like telling the masses, no. They don't need to know what's going on. They're on a need to know basis, and this is something they do not need to know. So, if you are one of those individuals out here right now, you know, making beautiful music and making beautiful, recipes, keep it all to yourself. And when it's time to launch, that's when the masses can know. That's when they deserve to know. Because this is your thing, boo. This is yours. Okay, so that's the energy I'm feeling for this octopus. Now for the oyster, here we go. So for the oyster, it's pearl, filter, prosperity. A creature of the sea, the oyster acts as a natural filter, cleaning up its environment by recycling pollutants and improving the quality of the water it inhabits. When the crystal appears, you too may need to go through a filtering process to clear your mental and emotional state. What thoughts are serving you and what thoughts can you let go of? You may realize you are stuck in a pattern, preferring to keep yourself closed off like the hard and tight shell of the oyster. However, when you start to look at the lessons behind every experience, you will begin to find the hidden treasure. The oyster produces pearls whenever an irritant sneaks inside its shell. And as a defense mechanism, the oyster coats the irritant with, what's that word? Nacre? Eventually building up a pearl. What pearls can you harvest from your past? Once you count all the pearls you've acquired, you'll realize how prosperous you were all along the way. You know what this energy reminds me of? It reminds me of this card in a deck that I got that I used in a reading last week, and in it said something to the effect that your experiences, watering your experiences allows you to be deep, like allows for stronger or deeper roots. And I feel with this last statement with the oyster is that what is happening, but in the oyster form, right? So all our experiences that we have experienced in the past, whether good, whether bad, whether hurtful, whether traumatic, to some degree, let me put it that way, because I don't want to go into that other space on individuals who have gone through severe trauma. That coding that we do, the lessons that we learn, helps us create something beautiful and gem-like a pearl, right? It's a gem. You're a gem. And because and even though you've created this hard shell exterior of a body, or a hard shell heart, or you've caged your heart, or you've caged yourself, built up these walls because you're a masonry, but what's deep inside of you is a pearl. So don't ever forget that, right? Your outer shell does not dictate your inner shell. Because it's like that saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Same thing, you don't judge a person by what you see, because you never know, because behind every tough exterior is a gold heart. And this is what this oyster energy is saying, is it's still a gold heart. There's still things you need to work through. And you know what, baby? That is definitely, absolutely okay. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to pull a crystal. No, I'll do that after. Let's pull tarot and dig in a little bit more. Right now, at the moment, I feel the octopus and oyster energy are two separate energies, applicable to two separate different journeys. As we begin to pull cards, they may tend to integrate and, come together as one full energy, but we will see as we continue. So right now I'm going to pull tarot for the octopus, that with the intention of the octopus energy first. So it is those individuals who are multitasking, who are cooking up something, who are, the entrepreneur project, like-minded individuals who are going through this right now, whether through work or personal. Maybe personally, you're multitasking many individuals, many partners. I don't know. We'll see what the cards say, what this is all about. Can you tell us a little bit more? And there's no judgment with that too, by the way. Octopus energy. What? Ooh, here we go. Oh, we have the Chariot. Forward movement. I love it. And the Emperor. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, ambition and power. The Chariot. The Emperor. So not about love. Sorry to say. That could be another reading. And if you are interested in having that type of a reading, like a multi-faceted, multi-person read, and you think that would be fun to do, let me know in the comment box. More than happy. We could do that on the next week's Mystical Monday. So if you do have anything you want to ask that you want me to pull for Mystical Monday, because it is a general reading for the full week, put it in the comment section and I will take a look at what you say, and if we were called to do it, I may just choose your comment. Anyway, let's get back to your reading. So this tells me it is more about your workspace, more about your entrepreneur ideas, project ideas that you may have. Perhaps even at work, you are changing process notes or processes that you have in your mind, but yet you don't want to bring it out yet because you're still doing the investigation to it, right? So you just don't want to, you're excited about this new change that could change the way you do your business, making it easy for your clients, but you don't want to share that just yet until you have all that. So you're very ambitious. This tells me is that you have an ambitious type of personality with the Emperor card, and at the same time, you are moving forward in what you're doing. It's going to be whatever it is that you're creating. It's going to be very successful for you with this Chariot card. The very fact that this Chariot is up in the air and is just, I feel like you are going to skyrocket out. Once you launch the project, once you launch your business, you are going to skyrocket, but be cautious about that, right? You don't want to be too fast out of the gate, but this tells me you're just going to go for it. You're going to do well. You're going to succeed. Your arms are up in the air. You're just like, yes, this is great. You're going to have a blowout. It's just going to be fabulous. It's a fabulous energy for you. Let's dig deep a little bit more about, let's see, what do we want to know about the Emperor energy, the ambition, the Chariot, the moving forward. Let's see what's blocking you, right? We know that this is potentially the outcome. We know that you are an ambitious person. We know that the outcome of this is the Chariot, that it's going to skyrocket you out of this world. But what is blocking you from perhaps, in between? Because there's always the in-between, between the Emperor and the Chariot, because work has to be done. Yeah, you're ambitious. You're at the beginning of it. But what's happening in between these two movements, right? So let's see what potentially could be blocking you from this forward movement with the Chariot card. What is blocking? The Four of Wands. I'm going to pull a little bit more. I feel with the Four of Wands, it's something about your foundation. Perhaps I'm feeling it could be monetary, that it's an expensive venture that you're perhaps doing, or perhaps creating for your own business or at work, that can cost the company or you lots of money. Let's focus on, company is company. But let's focus on the entrepreneurship that is inside of you. Now, this entrepreneurship could also be not necessarily a business like creating goods and services for the masses, but it also could be just perhaps starting your own channel, or perhaps doing more, getting out there a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, trying to be a little bit more social in the social media world. That could be what that could be for that. And with the Four of Wands, I just feel that there's some type of foundation that is blocking you. Money is money. It's tight times. Totally, absolutely, right? But if you believe in your product, the money will come. Money also, like this reading, money's fluid, right? Our relationship with money needs to change. Not just for everyone, right? Especially in today's times. But let's not delve there. Too depressing. Let's talk about this Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here? Oh, it's the Tower. Let me just fix that there. So what you have is the Tower here. Probably this foundation that you are creating was a tower moment for you. Let's say you're forced to do this entrepreneurship because unfortunately you got let go, or you're no longer happy at your corporate job, or working for, I don't want to say the man because that's gender, you're working for another individual. And perhaps that doesn't resonate anymore with you. You know what? That's okay. It doesn't need to resonate with you, right? I know we need to do what we need to do to pay the bills, to pay the house, to pay for the kids, to pay for their school, to pay for their clothes. As long as we're feeding, we feed, we shelter, we clothe our children with the basic necessities in our life, and even for ourselves, we are doing good. Never think otherwise. You are doing awesome. But the Tower moment, you can't ignore the Tower moment. The Tower moment is sometimes done by the divine. It's the work of the divine telling you, listen, this is not for you anymore. You're made to be greater. I made you to be greater. We're going to make you greater. So yes, this Tower moment may have impacted your foundation, but guess what? Your outcome, once you get past all of that, is this. The Chariot, skyrocketing you into your next adventure, right? Okay, now you're probably saying, all right, let me know a little bit more about this Tower. So let's ask, why is the Tower here? What is it all about this Tower moment? We've got Judgment, and we've got the King of Cups. Cups is very emotional. Water is an emotional sign, as it is. The fact that Judgment here is twofold. One could be the way you see yourself. The judgment could be from, looking at yourself in the mirror one day and saying, I can't do this anymore. Placing judgment on, where you could have been, what you could have been doing. Get that all out of your head, baby, because guess what? You're going to be wonderful in whatever your next adventure is, because the universe will never leave you astray. I can guarantee that for you right now. They will never leave you astray, even if it feels so. God, Source, the divine, your ancestors, they're all rooting out for you. So even though this Tower moment may feel that your foundation right at this moment is crumbling, it's not. It just feels like it, right? You just need to get through it. For others, this Tower moment and this Judgment could be a separation, a change in your home. Let's put it that way. I don't like to use separation, but there's a change in the dynamics of your home, a change in the energy of your home. And that is what's bringing out the King of Cups, that very high emotional feeling that you may be getting, which could also be your Tower moment, right? We never expect to be going away from somebody. When we get married, we think it's for the long haul. And it's changed. And you know what? From my own experience, I would say to you, it is what it is. But shit, man, it was a tough time. It was a hard time, a hard 6 years of rebuilding my life, of trying to get to where I am. And I'm still learning and still trying to navigate through the world. But this King of Cups here is just reminding you that, it's your mindfulness, right? As long as you carry your emotion with intention and keep looking higher and working towards the greater good for yourself, for your family, for anybody who's impacted by the change in the energy of your home, you're going to do well, right? You'll do wonderfully well. Okay. Let us move over to that of the oyster energy. So this oyster energy, like I said, let's just recap it real quickly, is someone who has gone through so much that they've learned to build walls up to protect their heart, to protect their being, to protect their energy. But what people don't see is the beauty that's inside, because they have such a tough exterior because of whatever it is that they've experienced in their life. So let's talk a little bit more about the oyster. So what does our collective need to know about the oyster energy, please? Oh, wow. Got the Magician. Just like the octopus, you can concoct anything you like in your cauldron. You have that power to do so. You have the power to change that exterior and put your walls down and let yourself be vulnerable, right? You have the power to make the change in your life that you need to change without having to change the beauty of your heart. Oops. Oh dear. Oh no. Let's find out a little bit more. Okay. Let's see what the outcome is. Actually, let's look at your blocks, okay? What is blocking the oyster energy here? So what is blocking you is the Knight of Cups. Oops, sorry. The Nine of Cups, yes. And the Nine of Cups. The Knight of Cups. I want to say that this is fresh and new to you. You know, you're very emotionally in tuned. And you do wear your heart on your sleeve, right? You're very romantic and you have these ideas of what love should be or how it should be. But I think that is your block. And I don't mean it a block because that's your weakness. That is definitely not your weakness, and that's not the reason why. But I just feel, you know what I feel? Because I asked this about, I just feel you stop yourself from being vulnerable, and you stop yourself from allowing anybody in, right? You don't show anybody any emotion. That's your block here. You're not very emotional in front of people, but I feel like I can see you in the corner under the covers crying at night. And I feel that's the emotion, and that's what's blocking you from, that's what's creating, let's put it this way, that's what's creating the tougher outer shell. Is you just don't allow people in. You just don't let anybody in, and you're very selective of who you let in. And that's okay, right? We're learning how to be vulnerable. It takes time, right? When you go through so much shit in your life, who wants to be vulnerable? Because that's just another fucker coming in fucking you up. I'm sorry for the language, but that's just how it is, right? And who would want that? I agree with you, but it doesn't necessarily, but you have the power to change that, right? That's what this magician energy is. You have the power to make the change you need to make to allow yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable, to let go of past pain, and just to let anybody in of your choosing. Now, I'm not telling you go out and let anybody inside your home. No, not at all. The work starts with you first before you can let anybody else into your world, right? It's telling me that you, in order to get into this magician energy, will need to first learn how to allow, or how to let somebody in emotionally, right? Because you've got a lot of love to give. And this oyster in front of me right now is radiating so big. Like, it's just really huge is what I see. And it's ready to come out. It's ready to share its beauty to the world. And you let it, share it, right? Because when you do, you're going to let the right people in. And that's the best part of this all. The best part of the journey is you're going to see and see the people that you want in your life by showing who you are inside, if that makes sense. Okay. So, what is the outcome? We are at 26 minutes, so I don't want to take too much of your time. So, what is the outcome for the collective under the oyster energy? What is the outcome for them? All said and done, what is their outcome? The Four of Cups. Your outcome here is the wish fulfillment of the Ace of Cups, the overflow of abundance. That is your outcome. So you're going to have, you may be presented with three choices here with this Four of Cups. But the one cup that you want, that one Ace of Cup that you're looking for, is what you're manifesting. And I want to tell you that the manifestation that you're currently looking for with this Ace of Cup energy, where it's an overflow of abundance, not necessarily a person, okay? It's just a wish fulfillment filled, like, blessings, right? All this blessings. And because it's shining so bright, I just feel it pulsating. I can see it pulsating through the card. And I see as it pulsating, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, which is telling me that this is whatever it is that you're thinking about, manifesting for yourself, is going to come to fruition. But the work needs to still be done. You're the inner work. And you know what? That's okay. Just sit with it for a while. The inner work will come. The healing will come, right? Where you will finally let go down, let those emotions, where now the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Cups energy are no longer blocks for you, because you're making it happen. You're manifesting all this Ace of Cup energy. And imagine how beautiful that would be once you are able to no longer have the the emotionals, the love, all those things that you are feeling no longer be blocks for you. Right? Okay, that is so beautiful. I love it. All right, we're gonna pull some crystal, and for healing, what healing? We'll start with the octopus. What healing crystal, or what crystal will help those individuals in the octopus energy? What crystal would help my beautiful, beautiful viewers and their souls? Okay, go. We have the blue lace agate, which is peace, gentle, and new beginnings. Woohoo! New beginnings. Yes. Let's read it. So it reads here that the blue lace agate is your supportive nudge in the right direction, whispering words of encouragement when you experience self-doubt. It opens your throat chakra and helps ease any blockages in your self-expression. Being seen and heard is a priority. Your feelings are valid and important too. Don't worry about what others will think. Release all fear of judgment and get ready to leave any thoughts of inadequacy, oh my goodness, behind. The blue lace agate encourages you to start anew because every day is a fresh beginning. And then we also got selenite, which is luminous, cleansing, and protection. With its moonlight glow, selenite illuminates your spiritual truth and greater purpose. It aligns your chakras and raises your awareness to higher dimensions, opening communication to your spiritual team. It brings clarity to the mind and slices through any negativity or confusion, cleansing your energy field and protecting your aura. Selenite brings awareness to your subconscious patterns, highlighting what is ready to be healed. It activates the crown chakra and provides a doorway to personal transformation. Cleanse your way to clarity. I feel this is for your judgment card. Whether you have judgment for yourself or it's in front of the judge because you're going through some changes in the home, you'll be guided through using your intuition. And you'll get the information that you need to get through what you need to get through. Okay, let us pull some crystals for the oyster pile. Okay. Ooh, no. Okay, crystals can help or support, no, I use the word help, that can be a benefit to the oyster energy. Look at this coming up here. So we have tree agate, stability, grounding, and root. Tree agate is a stable force that grounds you back to earth, rooting you to the core of your being. A stone in resonance with nature. Tree agate asks that you nurture the seeds you have planted and provide enough sustenance for them to succeed. Weed out the negativity and naysayers, including your inner critic, and know that despite it all, you are good enough. Tree agate promotes security in moments of growth, so you feel safe as you expand in your journey. Follow your truth and know that you are supported along the way. There you go. I don't think I need to clarify this whole place of where to place this crystal. Well, there you have it, my beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If any of this reading resonates with you, feel free to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. That bell will tell you of my next reading, but it also lets me know that you've enjoyed the reading as much as I've enjoyed reading it for you. If none of this resonates, hey, that's okay. Leave it all behind. Again, if there's a particular theme that you want to talk about for next week's Mystical Monday, leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to do that. Use that suggestion, a recommendation in my next reading. If you are interested in picking up any of the deck, whether it is the Cosmic Creatures deck, the Crystal Grid deck, or the Mystic Monday deck, you can either go on their website, I don't know what it is, so just Google Mystic Mondays, or you may also find it on Amazon. I do not get any monetary benefit out of this. I'm just letting you know where you can purchase any of the deck to make it quicker for you. The crystal one actually is great. Rather than carrying stones, you can actually pull one for yourself if you are into crystals and you're feeling a little boost of energy or a little healing. You could always, do a little shuffle and carry that deck in your purse. It's better than carry a whole bunch of crystals that you may need for the day, making your purse or your pockets or even your wallet heavy for you. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Have yourself a beautiful day, and namaste.